From the largest football stadium in the world that will open in 2023, to the biggest moon on Earth soon to be constructed. These are 7 insane megaprojects completing in 2023. Number 7. MSG Sphere. Extraordinary construction projects are a common occurrence in Las Vegas, but the biggest moon sphere ever will soon be the most eye-catching building in the city. On September 27, 2018, work began on the MSG Sphere. This massive dome is located at the Venetian Resort close to the famous Las Vegas Strip. The 17.5 thousand-seat arena was supposed to open in 2021, but due to a disruption in the project's supply chain, it will now open in 2023. When completed, it will be the world's largest spherical structure, standing at 336 feet tall and 516 feet wide. To create the most immersive experiences possible on the 160,000 square foot display, the project even has its own production studio. While a large planet might be insane, did you know the tallest structure in Asia will open in 2023? The Merdeka 118 tower located in Kuala Lumpur is number 6. Only Dubai's Burj Khalifa stands higher than this mega-tall skyscraper, which will be 2,227 feet tall. The name of the tower refers to the building's 118 floors, which will house a hotel, a massive mall, and Asia's highest observation deck on the 116th floor. Merdeka 118 is designed with a mix of diamond-shaped glass facades that represent Malaysia's diversity. Construction began in July 2014, and after being delayed due to the pandemic in 2020, it's set to open to the public in the second quarter of 2023. Costing a total of $1.5 billion, many Malaysians think the project is a waste of public funds, having been funded entirely by the government. However, the project's developer, PNB, claims that it will create many economic opportunities and that it will become a thriving tourist attraction, bringing in lots of revenue for the country. Merdeka 118 might be an impressive megaproject, but what about an entire district being redeveloped? That's the case for number 5, Barangaroo. This district is located in Australia's capital Sydney, and it has a rich history. From the 1850s to the 1960s, Barangaroo used to be one of Australia's most important shipping docks. However, by 1965, the dock had become too small to accommodate the massive cargo ships that were required at the time. Because of this, all cargo activity was relocated to a larger dock called Port Botany, leading to the area's abandonment. As a result, a concept plan for Barangaroo's redevelopment was created in 2007, which included 3 large precincts: Barangaroo South, Central, and Reserve. The area's southern end serves as an extension of Sydney's Central Business District, with 3 commercial skyscrapers known as the International Tower Sydney. The central area is designed to house residential buildings, while the Northern Reserve area hosts a 15-acre park. The redevelopment project began in 2012 and is expected to be finished in the second half of 2023. While redeveloping a district is a huge undertaking, did you know that Vietnam is opening a brand new airport in 2023? For number 4, we're talking about the Long Thanh International Airport, which has been under construction ever since January 2021. The previous airport, Tan Son Nhat International, crossed its capacity back in 2016 due to air travel gaining popularity in Vietnam. Because of this rapid influx of travelers, plans for the Long Thanh Airport were born. This construction plan is divided into 3 phases. Phase 1 consists of constructing the first terminal and runway, which will have a capacity of 17 million passengers per year when completed in 2023. Phase 2 will triple the capacity to 50 million passengers by 2030, and Phase 3 will double that again to 100 million passengers per year, with a total of 4 runways. If it actually reaches that many visitors a year, it will become Asia's busiest airport. Long Thanh Airport is by far Vietnam's most expensive infrastructure project ever, costing $16 billion. While Vietnam is opening a new airport, Bangladesh is building a bridge that connects the entire country for number 3. The Padma Bridge will be built across the Padma River, connecting the country's southern and northern regions. The 3.8-mile-long bridge has been planned since 1971, but it is only now being built due to previous allegations of corruption. Construction began in November 2014 and is divided into 5 sections: the main bridge, river construction, 2 connecting roads, and infrastructure engineering. The bridge's upper deck will house a 4-lane highway, while the lower deck will house a rail line. More than 95% of its construction work has been completed as of May 2022, setting its opening date to early 2023. When the bridge opens to the public, it is expected to handle approximately 22,000 vehicles per day. To compensate for the bridge's $3.6 billion construction costs, tolls will be put in place. According to the government, the bridge will forever change Bangladesh's economy, creating jobs for 750,000 people as connectivity improves. Speaking of megaprojects that improve connectivity, have you heard of the railway project that will change travel to central London? Being one of the largest cities located in Europe, it's of high importance to have great public transport infrastructure in place. That's where the Crossrail Project comes into play, aiming to provide a high-frequency connection between central London and its suburbs. The Elizabeth Line, which runs between Paddington Station and Abbey Wood, is the project's main feature. This line will be fully operational in 2023, with 24 trains per hour running in each direction. The concept for the Crossrail project dates back to 1941 when it was first proposed in the local newspaper. The Crossrail Act was finally approved in 2008. Over 5 years of thorough research and planning were required to ensure that the tunneling would not disrupt any underground infrastructure. It took an estimated 8 years to complete the 26-mile-long tunnels. And now for number 1, the most futuristic football stadium. The Guangzhou Football Club's home base is currently the Tianhe Stadium, but that's about to change, because they're moving into the Guangzhou Evergrande Stadium, a brand new football hub dedicated to their club. It has a distinctive lotus flower design which was inspired by the endemic flower and Guangzhou's reputation as the City of Flowers. The Evergrande Stadium, which is set to open in 2023, will be the world's largest football stadium, surpassing Camp Nou's capacity in Barcelona. The $1.7 billion costing stadium began construction back in April of 2020. However, in September 2021, the Evergrande Group stated that they were facing a liquidity crisis, meaning the stadium's construction was halted. A few months later, the Chinese government decided to seize the entire project, planning to sell the incomplete stadium to another company. But after only being halted for 3 months, the Evergrande Group said construction would continue, despite their liquidity problems. While it's unclear if the Evergrande Group will be able to complete the stadium, they are aiming to open in 2023. If you think these mega projects are insane, have you heard of the floating airport located in the middle of the ocean? Click on this video to learn more.